Hey there, Eli coming at you again today from OSA Coventry here in front of our gorgeous coral tables. The past couple days we've gotten a huge coral shipment. We are jam-packed in just about everything in every price category. It's been a good while since we got a decent coral shipment in, but we did get 500 frags in. I believe 550 total in this month. So these tables are jam-packed with everything from $10 frags all the way up to some higher end pieces. So without further ado, let's go take a quick walk around and see some of the things that we got in. All right, so we're gonna start down here at the 10-20 table. This table is jam-packed. A lot of things in here are just things that we've had for quite some time that had to be priced down just because they've been sitting. So there are definitely some cool things in both the $10 and $20 price range. There's some really neat frags, anything from softies to encrusters to LPS and a couple SPS frags as well. There should be a decent variety in these price categories, and there's not much space left to fill these tables up any further. Up next, this $30 table is absolutely jam-packed. One of the best things down here is there's a bunch of little softy frags, some of your finger leathers, a couple toadstools, and the like, a whole bunch of GSP frags. We start getting into a little bit more SPS down this table as well. Stylos, Basiloporas. The Favia section is absolutely jam-packed with some really cool colors and shapes. And there are really fun mushrooms and zoanthid corals in this table as well. This 40 table is arguably packed even tighter than that $30 table was. We start getting into some of your branching Euphilia, some hammers, some frog spawns, some really nice blastomusas. Again, the Favia section has some really interesting different colors and shapes. A little bit brighter SPS frags, some Monty Digis, some bird's nests, a couple Acroporas, as well as some really fun encrusters that I haven't seen in a while. Again, we also have some nice softies in this table between your clove polyps and your finger leathers, cabbage leathers, and the like. And the zoanthids and mushrooms in this table are super bright and really full plugs. Alrighty, this 50 table is also as full as I've seen it in quite some time. I have some really fun zoanthids. I feel like that's one of the major draws on this side of the coral room. We've got some fun colors and some really full plugs over here. Same thing with the mushrooms. There's a lot of really cool variety. Got some nice brighter Rhycordias, some Yumas, and a couple Rhodactis. We've also got some really fun acans, a couple tricolor acans, some different textures, different size polyps, really fun. It's also been a while since I've seen the Lobos and Bowerbankies, and we've got a handful of different colors of each. And just check out those Ganies and Alves in the back. All those flower pot corals are nice and full. We got some really chunky, well-extended Ganioporas and some fun-colored Alves in the back there. In addition, there are some 2 or 3 head Euphilia frags, some really fun chalices, and a handful of other assorted LPS corals as well, and a couple more softies in this tank tube. This next table is split between $60 and $80 frags, but again offers a really fun variety for either. The mushrooms and zoanthids in this table are quite bright and poppin'. We've got some really fun Acropora and Basiloporas in the back. For those of you that are stick collectors, there are some really fun colors in that mix and a couple different growth forms. In addition, we have some really bright flower pots, both Alves and Ganioporas in the back there. A handful of Euphilia frags, some really nice Blastomusas. I really like this Acan Echinata up front too, kind of a weird tie-dyed color, something I haven't seen in that color shade yet. And there's some really fun Acans in this section as well. Start getting into some that are a little more rainbow or have a couple more colors going on, and some different patterns that I haven't seen in quite some time. And for $80 corals, again, we have some really nice full frags of Ganies. Those are some of the fluffiest Ganioporas I've seen in a long time. There's also a Gani that looks as close to yellow as I've personally seen. We've got some really fun acans here, some definite rainbows. I've also seen a nice Favia or two. In addition, it looks like we've got some Wilsoni frags, which is something I have not seen in quite some time, and some fun-colored Euphilia and Lobos as well. And my personal favorite out of this section are those beautiful Monty Digitatas in the back. We got a couple of frags of grafted Digi. They're grafted between green and red polyps, and they're a really fun addition for those of you who collect SPS. But this table has a lot of fun stuff to offer as well. And last but not least, this table here has a lot of colony pieces that came from some tank breakdowns, but we also finally got in some single and double heads of torches and some other corals that I haven't seen in a long time. One of my personal favorites are these green bubbles. They're borderline splattery, really cool, decent sized heads to start out with. There's also another beautiful rainbow Wilsoni, an awesome orange chalice that's got a few other colors going on from the top. We've got 4 or 5 different torch frags at the moment, a couple green ones, and a few gold torches as well. We also get into some of your higher end single head euphyllia, a really cool hammer that's as bright orange as I've ever seen, a couple splattery hammers, and a handful of single head octospawns, which would make a great addition if you're looking for some euphyllia frags. And in addition, any of these rocks are also for sale. Have some cool things, some larger softies, some anemone rocks, and the like. And if you're looking for single anemones, we have a handful of different types at the moment. We've got a basket absolutely jam-packed with rainbow bubble tip anemones. I've also got a larger rainbow bubble tip and a couple green bubble tip anemones. And then this basket up front has what's known as a Bournemans nem or a Pacific rock flower. These are kind of a more unique anemone, something you don't see very often, that behave a little more similarly to your rock flower anemones, but these do split, so you can expect to have a few down the road if you do add one of these to your tank. Cool, so I hope you guys enjoyed that walk around the coral table. Even if it was a fast one, hopefully you saw something that speaks to you, and if you are in the market for any new corals, now would be the time to pick out some really fun pieces. We're definitely jam-packed in some unique stuff at the moment. Feel free to give us a look over the next week or two. We are also gearing up for our birthday bash sale. This will be our 11th year in business as a company, so we hope to see you guys on the 2nd and 3rd, that is Saturday and Sunday of September. We will be running a very large sale. It'll be 35% off of livestock and 10% off of dry goods, so if you're in the market for anything for your aquarium, that would be a great time to stop to any of our locations to take advantage of that sale and help us celebrate that 11th year in business. Hope to see you guys all then, and as always, thank you for tuning in. If you have questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and keep on reefing.